Welcome back to another Hangout live stream. For today's live stream, we will be ranking Disney television animation shows. So yeah, these are all the shows we'll be ranking here, and also these are the tiers. So this is the peak and amazing tier, which is like the best shows. Great. It's like shows that are great, not in this tier. Then we have good, which those shows are good. Then okay, mixed. It's the neutral shows, mediocre. Then we have the bad ones, terrible and abysmal. And then we have don't remember, watch list, and haven't seen. Oh yeah, and also apologies for not doing on the planned time. Oh man, I was resting because today I had to do the blood work. Yeah, as you can see. This part right here, that was from the blood test today. So anyways, y'all, let's get started on ranking. Alright, first show we have here is Wuzzles. Alright, so Wuzzles. I have not seen you. Adventures of the Gummy Bears. I haven't seen you. Alright, then we have DuckTales from 1987. This was a great show. I mean, I do love myself some DuckTales. Alright. Alright, next one we have here is The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I do not remember that. So. Then we have Chippendale Rescue Rangers. This show is actually a a great show. We'll put you above DuckTales. And also, the theme song was actually really good. And this was one of the few shows my dad used to watch when he was a kid, like during like the Disney Afternoon block where they aired movies, shows off of Disney movies. And this next one is another example. All right, no, I'm not gonna place in this tier. I'm just gonna say, guys. All right, Tailspin. All right, Tailspin. It was another show he told me about. I only seen the theme song though. I go check it out, but I'll put down my watch list for him. Okay, we're not gonna cover you yet. Alright, next one we have here is Darkwing Duck, the terror that flaps in the night. This was actually it was a great show. You know what, we're gonna place you above Chippendale Rescue Ranger. Honestly, I have to give respects to Jim Cummings, who voiced Darkwing Duck. That's so. And we have Goof Troop. Goof Troop. I do not remember Goof Troop. Alright. And then we have we have the Little Mermaid series. I mean, okay, what I don't remember is like all the movie shows. Going to Pooh, Goof Troop, Little Mermaid. Alright. Next one we have is Raw Tunage. What the heck is that? Haven't seen that. Alright, then we have Bonkers. I don't know that. Then we have. Okay, what the heck is that? That looks like some kind of Garfield or Heathcliff ripoff. Some kind of Disney version of Garfield. Alright, I just haven't seen that. Alright, then we have Aladdin, the series. I'll put that on my watch list. No way, I'll let myself some Aladdin. Alright, then we have Gargoyles. Haven't seen that, so. Alright, then we have. Wait, okay, no, we're not doing you yet. So then we're just gonna put you there. And I'm gonna try to zoom in. So I can read this. Okay, that's a long name. You know what? I haven't seen that. So, all right, now we have Timon and Pumbaa. Timon and Pumbaa is a good show. Okay, and also Timon and Pumbaa is the first spot in the good tier. All right, next one we have here is Quack Pack. I haven't seen Quack Pack. Then we have Doug. Alright, then alright, before Doug we have the Mighty Ducks series. So Mighty Ducks, I haven't seen that, so then we have Doug, Disney's version of Doug. Doug is in general is an okay show to me. I am honestly I'm mixed on both the Nickelodeon version and the Disney version. So I know most people were disappointed when the Disney version came out because it ruined some designs of the original Doug, and some of the voice actors were fired too. So yeah, you know what? And also, I don't like the movie though. We're gonna put you on mediocre. Then we have Jungle Cubs. Jungle Cubs have not seen. Then we have Nightmare Ned. I haven't seen that. What the hell is that? We have 101 Dalmatian. The series. Alright, next one is Recess. And wait, okay, before I have to put next to raw tunes. Alright, try to zoom in on Recess. Alright, Recess was a really interesting show, y'all. So it was about these kids who like the so their everyday what they do every day at recess. That's why the name Recess comes in. But they don't act like kids though, they act like full blown adults. What a weird concept. So we put it on great. Okay, you know what? We're gonna put it on good. Above Timon and Pumbaa. And also, let's not forget that the movie Recess School's Out was pretty cool. Alright, then we have Pepper Ann. Alright, Pepper Ann is a pretty good show. So we put it above Recess or below Recess? Alright, you know what? We gonna put it above it. Alright, now we have our first preschool show on the list, which is like the first Disney Junior Playhouse Disney show, which is PB&J Otter. Alright, PB&J Otter. You will be you are a pretty good comfort show right here for being a show by Disney Television Animation. So let's put you right below Recess. Now we have Hercules. I meant Hercules. I'm gonna put down the watch list. Alright, then we have Mickey Mouse Works. So this is like a whole bunch of sorts of a compilation of sorts that Disney animated when the show came. It was like not like the old sorts, it was like brand new sorts. And then those sorts were added into House of Mouse, which we'll get to later. Alright, so you know what? We're gonna place this in the good. So we're gonna place that right above PB&J Otter. Alright, next one we have is Clerks. I haven't seen it, so. Alright, next one we have here is the first spot in the Peak and Amazing tier, The Weekenders. Now, this was a really good show to watch. Like, if you compare this, hold on, let me just put next to Recess as a prime example. If you compare this to Recess, This has stuff with kids acting like grown adults. This is what kids. This act is kids acting like normal kids. So this weekend is about these four preteens who are 12 years old and are seventh graders who go on weekend adventures, and that's what the whole stuff's about. All right, so you know what? Weekends is our first spot in the peak and amazing tier. Really cool. So, all right, next one is teacher's pet. Teacher's pet. All right, you know what? I have heard a lot of people say the soap was pretty good. Yeah, and it also has the voice of Timon from The Lion King in it. Nathan Lane. Okay, I'm not gonna. Alright, so you know what? Let's put that on the watch list. Alright, now we have Buzz Lightyear Star Command. What an interesting show that was. So, the reason why I got into this show is because it's Toy Story related. And I like I am a big fan of Toy Story. So when I checked out this show, I was like, okay, who designed this? But not in a bad way, in a good way. Like, we have Patrick Warburton voicing Buzz, which sounds so uncanny. Like, why could he have like Jim? No, no, uh, Patrick Fraley. Is Patrick Fraley the name? I'm trying to pick up the one who does all the theme park and merchandise voice for Buzz. Patrick Fraley. That's the one to voice him because he does a because unlike Patrick Warburton, Patrick Fraley has a more Buzz like voice. That's like Tim Allen. Right, so and it was also the introduction for Nicole Sullivan, which she voices another iconic character from a show with another popular Disney show we'll get to later. So let's place you below PB&J order. Alright, House of Mouse. Alright, so House of Mouse. This was a pretty great show because this right here was one of Disney's biggest animation crossovers at the time. Like, you had all the characters from all the animated movies at the time. Yeah, I'm talking about Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King, Pocahontas, uh, The Little Mermaid. Did I say The Little Mermaid? I don't know. You had Snow White, Dumbo, Pinocchio. You had all of them for this show. So for it being Disney's biggest, and also it shows some of the sorts from House of Mouse. So, oh yeah, and these two shows they are not on Disney Plus. That's a shame, y'all. Yeah, one day those two shows have to get added on Disney Plus. Then we have Lloyd in Space. I have not seen. Alright, the Tarzan series. Watch list. You know what? The Tarzan show will be on my watch list alongside these three. Alright. Now we have our first good series. One of the first shows that's actually good. The Proud Family. Now, this is a really good show to watch. If you haven't watched it, I recommend it. So, I mean, also the movie was actually really cool, so we're gonna put you above the Weekenders for actually being so good. Now we have Timo Supremo. I haven't seen you. Alright, another one of Disney's popular cartoons. Kim Possible. So, for Kim Possible, it is a really good show for like preteens, teenagers, adults, anyone alike. So we're gonna put you between the Proud Family and the Weekenders. Alright. So now we have Fillmore. Uh, a lot of, I when I look at a lot of tier lists, some people put Fillmore like A, B, like those categories, but unfortunately, I haven't seen the show at all, so I'm not getting a taste on what the show is like. You know what? Why don't I put it on the watch list? Maybe I might watch someday. All right, we have Lilo and Stitch the series. All right, I don't know. All right, Lilo and Stitch the series. This was a pretty cool show to watch. Well, the movie though is legendary, one of Disney's best animated films. And then we have the line, and then, no, I'm sorry, what was I thinking? All right, and then and then the show had some of the biggest crossovers in Disney television animation history. So, so four shows that we'll be looking at today collab with the show. Those being the Proud Family, Kim Possible, and Recess. But there's one more that we're gonna get to in a few. So, for those crossovers, you are going in number one. Alright. Now we have Super Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. I think that's the name of the show. Alright, so. A lot of people say the show is so good. However, I didn't get the chance to watch it, though. So maybe one day I might watch it. And also it's because it has Greg Sipes, who does the voice of Beast Boy from Teen Titans. Alright, so next we have Dave the Barbarian. Now this was a pretty funny show to watch. So we put alright, so you are going above House of Mouse. And I think someone else is gonna take your lead because next one we have here is another really great show, Randy and Mr. Whiskers. Now, this was a good show. So, should we place you above or below Dave the Barbarian? I'm thinking. You know what? We're gonna place you on the great side. But oh my god! All right, get ready to hear me out on this next show. Get ready to hear me out for this next show right here. We can try zooming in. All right, American Dragon Jake Long. Now, this show was absolute peak, but there are some issues I have with the show. If it is for season one, it's a great show. If y'all watch the show on Disney Plus, season two existed, and the show just went downhill from there. Everyone, everyone, including me, don't like that season. That season was straight up ass. So you know what? Like, and also this technique is actually pretty cool. How can a kid of like a teenager turn into a dragon? That's that is a really good cool concept right there. So you know what? I'm gonna put you in there for having a great season one, but season two we'll put you maybe over here or maybe over here with Doug. I don't know. Alright, next one we have is the Buzz on Maggie. Alright, Buzz on Maggie. It's a pretty good show. So let's. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that American Dragon Jake Long collab with Lilo and Stitch. Alright, so Buzz on Maggie, we will be going above that. Alright, now we're on to the year 2006, where we have 6 new shows. Forget about this show, so let's put this show here. Alright, now we have our six shows. Premiered in the year 2006. First one we have is Get Ed. I haven't seen. Alright. Next one we have here is Yin Yang Yo. What a good show this is. This is like the only. If you guys remember Jetix, you guys probably know this show. This was the only Jetix show Disney ever animated. Oh yeah, and this show was also created by the same person who created Wow Wow Wubsy, if y'all. So yeah, that's why the art style is a bit different. But damn, is this so good? Even its theme song is good. So you know what? We're gonna put you to put you you know what? We're gonna put you above Dave the Barbarian. There, that's good. All right, the Emperor's New School. Now the only part I know from this show is its theme song, and let me tell you, the theme song is one of the best theme songs I've ever heard in Disney television animation history. So you know what? We're gonna put that on the watch list. All right. So throughout throughout the past 2 years, we've been seeing the evolution. But you know what? We're now entering a show that will never be topped. That's right. It's time to talk about the king of Disney's animation, The Replacements. Heck yeah, we're okay. Frick, that's Sophia the First. Sophia the First, we're gonna talk about later. But Replacement, you are going at the very top, right there. Best Disney show ever. I know a lot of people are gonna be not mad, but gonna be mad at me for not saying Phineas and Ferb is the best Disney show ever, or Gravity Falls is the best Disney show ever, or The Owl House is the best Disney show ever. But it's my own opinion. All right, so if y'all, so the season one show is available through Disney Plus, but there was a second season of the show that is not available, unfortunately. Now I would like it for this season. Hold on, let me show y'all proof. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all the proof that the second season is not on Disney Plus. Let me show y'all the proof. So it's not on Disney Plus. The second season, I meant. Hold on, it's gonna take me a while to get there. Trying to find. Alright, there it is. Look, there's season one with all of its episodes there, but there is no season two to be found anywhere. So, yep. So, yep, I seen clips. I seen some full episodes of the second season, and I have to be honest, it's my favorite season of the entirety of the show. Alright. That's all I like to say for that show. Next, moving on, we got Sorty McSorts. Haven't seen that. Alright, next one we have here is, if y'all didn't grow up on this show, what the heck did y'all watch when y'all grew up? If y'all haven't watched this show. So, y'all, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. You are going below the Proud Family in this case. So, yep, this is a really cool preschool show for for like this is a pretty cool, comforting preschool show, Disney Junior. So I wouldn't technically say it's the best because let's face it, Little Einstein is the best. And then we have alright, so yeah. Alright, now we have one. Now we have our first show on the bad side of the list. My friends Tigger and Pooh. My friends Tigger and Pooh. You know what? This show is just terrible. Well, I don't like the fact that I like the fact that Jim Cummings is coming back to reprise the role of Pooh and the new member, but I just think the Book of Pooh, which is another like Winnie the Pooh preschool series, is better than this. All right, now we have the first out of three lists I saw on everyone's favorite Disney Disney animated shows ever. First one we have is Phineas and Ferb. All right. For Phineas and Ferb, we're going to be putting it on the top of the good tier. You may be asking yourself, oh my goodness. Like, I used to be a really big fan of this show, but I'm kind of not anymore because, let's face it, there are a whole lot of other shows better than this. So, yep. I mean, alright. So then we have, alright. So, yeah. So, yeah, I know a lot of people are going to be very upset at me for that. Alright. Alright, so next we have. Alright. Alright. I was not. Alright, now we have another preschool show. It's like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but it's a little better. Special Agent Oso. This show is actually pretty cool. So you know what? We're gonna place that on the top of the. So put on the right here above Darkwing Duck. I mean, its theme song is also a banger. Like, go listen to the theme song if you want. That theme song's so good. Alright, next one we have here is Kick Buttowski's Suburban Daredevil. This was a really good show. Alright, this was a pretty crazy show. It's about like this 10-year-old. Like, I think this kid's 10 years old. He has a deep voice and everything. He has deep voice, does ultimate tricks on the skateboard. This show goes off the rails. So you know what? We're gonna place you above Deep Barbarian. Okay, we're gonna place you above Deep Barbarian. Right. Oh yeah, and I forgot. If we all don't know, Dave the Barbarian's voice actor actually played um a character people don't like on this show. Brad Batowski, that's the name. And then also it also had the voice of the dad from the Loud House in this show too. So then we have Fish Hooks. Alright, so what I used to not like this show, but after I've seen a couple episodes, I find it to be an okay show from what I've seen. Alright, so so yeah, you're going in okay. Take two with me and some Ferb. I'm gonna put that on the watch list. Alright, now this is what ultimate peakness is for preschool shows, specifically Disney Junior. Jake and the Neverland Pirates. Now this is what I call a masterpiece for preschool shows. Alright, so yeah, if y'all remember this show, I suggest you watch an episode because this show was actually pretty cool when I was a kid. Alright, so then we have I say, you know what? They can never, and honestly, they can never Empire is better than Peter Pan. So we're putting that. So put that. Let's put that above Yin Yang Yo. Okay. Now we have Motor City. I haven't watched that. All right. Now we have Tron Uprising. You know what? I'm gonna put down the watch this. Then we have. This is a second for everyone's favorite Disney shows. Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls. It's a peak and amazing show. So for Gravity Falls, we're gonna put you on peak and amazing, maybe above the Weekenders. In that case, like the finale was so good. But dang, I wish the show can come back. The show ran so short. All right, now we have eight, which this show next show kind of makes sense because it um I'm going to ninth grade next year. So this next show kind of makes sense because I'm going to ninth grade this year. Next year. No, this next school year, man. Randy Cunningham, ninth grade ninja. This is a pretty it's a pretty good show, so you know what? And all and we're gonna put you above Buzz on Maggie. Alright, then we have Sophia the First. It's a good show, so you know what? We're gonna place you above Recess. Recess. Alright, so yeah, this show is actually pretty cool. I mean, some people say Sophia whines all the time, but I think she's just. This was a pretty cool show. I mean, they collabed. This show collabed with all the Disney princesses. You can, except for the newer ones like Moana, Mirabelle, all the other ones. But they collab with Rapunzel, Snow White, Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Jasmine. Did you collab with the one from Hunchback of Notre Dame? Dame meant. And then we have they collab with Mulan. They collab with everyone. I don't think they collab with Princess and the Frog though. But then we have one character's name is Cedric. He is a really good character in the show. Next one we have is the Mickey Mouse shorts. That's all I like to say from Sophia the First. And next one we have is Mickey Mouse shorts. Mickey Mouse shorts. 2013. Going on peak and amazing tier. Probably. Alright, probably below the Weekenders. So finally the Weekenders is getting some respect. These are the Paul Rudis sorts. And there's another soap from the Paul Rudis era of the show that we'll be talking about later. Alright, now we have the 7D. Which means Seven Dwarfs is like a Snow White and Seven Dwarfs series. I don't remember that series, unfortunately. Now we have Wander Over Yonder. Let's put you. Let's put you on the goods above Timon and Pumbaa. No, below Timon and Pumbaa. So yeah, this was a pretty cool show because you know, it had evil in it and a whole lot of other stuff. And let's not forget that the main character was voiced by the same person who voiced Felix. Am I saying Vixie Felix in Wreck-It Ralph? Oh, now we have this show which I haven't seen. Alright, Star vs. the Forces of People. Now this show, it's a pretty great show. So you know what? Should we put it? So honestly, we're gonna put you below we're gonna put you above Brandy and Mr. Whiskers in this case. I mean, I do like the first two. I mean, I mainly like the first two seasons of the show, but I am not sure about season 3 and 4 because I feel like they have too much romance. Alright, two more eggs. I haven't seen. Oh, God, it's so. Wait a minute, where the heck? Where the heck did it went? Ah, there it is. Pickle and Peanuts, you are going on the abysmal side. You are so terrible. If you watch the show, do I even have to care why this show is terrible? Then we have Descendants. Haven't seen. Future Worm. Haven't seen. Now we have another damn Papa Meyer series, which is Milo Murphy Law. Alright, so we're gonna put you with Phineas and Ferb in this case. Now we can get. And I'm thinking on saving a spot for Hamster and Gretel though. Because so now we can have the 3 combo for Phineas and Ferb, Milo Murphy's Law, and Hamster and Gretel. Alright, so alright, this was a very interesting show. So the main character, Milo Murphy, he was voiced by Weird Al for some reason. Damn, he was in Disney. And then we had Melissa, which is my favorite character on the show. She is voiced by Sabrina Carpenter. Like, if you listen to her music, I think you might know her. And chose the name Melissa from Dan Poffmeyer's daughter, who actually voiced in Hamster and Gretel, which we'll get to later. Alright, next one we have is everyone's favorite Disney Junior show, The Lion Guard. And I personally have to agree with them because this show is so good. We're going to put you below the Buzz on Maggie. Like, its music is also really good. Like, if you listen to the music, ooh, you're in for a wild ride. And then Elena of Avalor. Alright, so Elena of Avalor. So you are going with. You're going above Recess. Alright, so yeah, these two actually collab together for some episodes and specials. Alright, so then we have Mickey Mouse. I think this is Mickey and the Roaster Racers and Mickey Mouse Mixed Up Adventures. So yeah, let's see what we have here. Alright, so for this show, it's you know what? Let's just put it at the bottom of the good tier. It wasn't all that good though. Tangled the series. I'll put down my watch list. Then Billion Jelly Super Duper Submergence Summer. I unfortunately don't know that name. Alright, DuckTales from 2000 and crap, I clicked on the wrong one. Then I keep making mistakes here. Yeah. Alright, so that's the Little Mermaid. Alright, DuckTales from 2017. It's pretty good. It's way better than the original. That's all I had to say. So we're gonna put you above Kick Buttowski. Alright, then we have Big Hero 6. I haven't seen. Alright, now this is the show Disney cares about the most. Like, before Phineas and Ferb came back. And this is Big City Greens. Now, honestly, Big City Greens is a great show, but Disney just canceled every good show because of this show. They were like, oh, like they canceled. All right, let's go over some shows. All right, they canceled Amphibia because of Big City Greens. Owl House because of Big City Greens. They canceled You because of Big City Greens. They canceled You for after one season. We'll get to later. And they canceled a whole bunch of other great shows from Disney animation. But honestly, it's a pretty great show. So you know what? We gonna put you above Taking Neverland Pirates. And now, oh boy, Fancy Nancy. What an annoying character you are. What an annoying show this show is. We're gonna put you Abysmal with Pickle and Peanut. No, that show is so terrible. Alright. Now we have two of what people say are the best modern Disney shows. Animation shows, I mean. First one is Amphibia. Amphibia. So, Amphibia, you're going to be. Alright, so, dang, this show was a whole lot about amphibians, like, which are frogs. Like, this show is pretty cool at times. And then we have Anne's friends, which are Sasha Waybright and Marcy Wu. Marcy actually has autism, by the way. Same as me. And then there was this one cool part about the show where this character named Andreas or Andreas, I don't know, I think it's Andreas, where he stabs Marcy Wu with a fire sword and turning her evil. Oh my god. That was so epic. Damn. And then and then and her and Sasa had to get her back. So you know what? You are going to be below the Weekenders in this case. Alright. Now this is what people say is their best one of the best modern Disney animated shows. The Owl House. And let me tell you, the Owl House is a masterpiece. A straight up masterpiece to Disney. Like, literally, it's such an emotional animated show. You know what? We're going to put you on the amazing tier right above the Weekenders. Like, damn, this show is good. And also, if y'all wondering, I am not part of that stupid Owl House fandom. Yeah, I'm not part of that stupid fandom because of how toxic it is. And also not part of the Star versus fandom as well because these two fandoms no good. So don't go to them, kids. Or whatever age group watch my channel. Alright, The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. So this is more of the 2013 series. So you know what? We're going to put you there. Now we have Monsters at Work, which is the series based off of Monsters, Inc. We're going to put you on the watch list too. Alright. Mickey Mouse Funhouse. Alright. At first, when it still came out, I actually liked it, but now I think it's an okay show. It's an okay show. I mean, why did they disrespect the old clubhouse like that? The old clubhouse was so good. But the old clubhouse still ran for reruns around that time. So, but at like 3 to 6 in the morning, I believe. Oh, and speaking of schedules at graveyard times, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers and Dave the Barbarian used to air at 3, 4, or 5 in the morning. So, you had to, if you wanted to watch you imagine you in 2004, no, imagine you in 2006 or 2005 when you see these shows, you need to wake up at that early to see them. Imagine that. Okay, anyways, let's get back to Mickey Mouse, Funhouse. I mean, I just like the new scenes and the voice. He's the same voice actor for the Funhouse. He has the same voice actor as Perio from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. All right, so let's just we're gonna put you below. No, we're gonna put you okay and mixed with fist hooks. All right, now we have the Ghost Damn Molly McGee. Now this is a really good show. Not no joke. So we're gonna put that on the Peak and Amazing tier. Where the hell did that show go? Stupid system app. Oh yeah, there it is. So we're gonna put you above Kim Possible in this case. Uh, I haven't seen. All right, Alice's Wonderland Bakery. I honestly don't like this, so should we put it in terrible? Let's put it in terrible alongside my Firebird I haven't seen. All right, now this is the one I'm about. The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. No, you know what? We're gonna put you in okay. This show has me worried. Like this show is so bad for some of the worst ways. Like some episodes are really bad. Some episodes are good. Some of the scenes are controversial. Some of the scenes are good. Like this is Disney's most controversial animated series to date. No, not controversial. Yeah, this one at the time. But there's another controversial series that we're going to talk about later on that was canceled after one season in 2025. So, yeah. Next one we have is TVverse watch list. All right, now, so I remember I mentioned earlier about Dan Povenmire's daughter Melissa going to voice act in Hamster and Gretel. Well, now we have Hamster and Gretel here. Now these were the three. Now we have our three combos for Dan Povenmire originals for Disney: Phineas and Ferb, Milo Murphy's Law, and Hamster and Gretel. All right, now this next one had so much disrespect from Disney. This was such an epic show. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. And honestly, what a great show this is. So we're putting you above, no, not above, alright, above Gravity Falls in this case. This show was so good. Damn. And also it was a Marvel collaboration. And Marvel makes some of the best stuff. I mean, wait a minute, did this system crash out? Hold on. Oh my, it's being updated. Christ. Christ. Alright, hold on, y'all. We're gonna have some technical difficulties. Alright. Alright. And we're back, y'all. Alright. And we're back. So, next one we had here is Kef, which is another show Disney always likes to extend. And we should put it maybe above Pepper Ann in this. No, but yeah, above Pepper Ann. Pepper in. Alright, there we go. Alright, this next one, Disney did this so dirty. Haley's on it. And wow, what a good show this is. So it's going to peak and amazing. Above Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, which I forgot to put there because freaking Chrome lagged. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, the show is not available on Disney Plus. See, unfortunately, if y'all haven't watched the show, you can watch the clips on YouTube, but you won't get a real taste on how good this show is. Damn, I feel bad for you guys. Alright, played it with Winnie the Pooh. Terrible. We're gonna put you next to my friends Tigger and Pooh. Ariel. Alright, I think the original Little Mermaid is better. But I do give props to Halle Bailey for making Ariel, making her like a African American person towards those African American girls. Honestly, what a smart move Disney did, but unfortunately, I did not like it as much. Zombies reanimated series, haven't seen. Alright, Primos was Disney's most controversial series up to the very start of the show. So, reason why? It was because this show is like a Spanish show. That's why Primos is there. And Disney, when the theme song came out, people were doing it was controversial for two lyrics. So Disney had to change the lyrics before the show's premiere in June 2024. And guess what? The show was canceled after one season. No explanation to that, but I think it was a pretty good show. So we are going to place that above Buzz Lightyear. Alright, Stugo. Stugo got so much disrespect. That's why. Why? Why? So you know what? We're gonna place you a Stugo above Recess. Because of how good the show was and Disney. Alright, two more shows. Robo Go, but haven't seen. Alright, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus. The last show on this list, and after that, we're done. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna put you. We're gonna put you on, no, we're not gonna separate those three. So we're gonna put you above Buzz Almackey. Alright, and there is my entire Disney television animation tier list. Y'all hope y'all enjoyed the live stream. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Now, let's try to end the stream here.